Hello everyone. So guys, welcome to Wallah. And guys, today we are here to discuss very important update regarding one of the new exam that has been added, new subject that has been added in GATE 2027. And guys, this year a new subject which is robotics and automation has been added, and there has been lot of buzz about this subject where everybody wants to know what are the different things that we are going to see in the paper of robotics and automation, and why this paper now. So guys, welcome back to Gatewala, and today we are going to discuss everything about this topic, which is RA in 2027. Okay, guys, before starting, let me tell you about myself. My name is Vinod Kumar Datusliya. I am All India Rank 1 in GATE Mechanical, and I have done my MTech from IISc Bangalore, and I have been associated with PW for quite some long time now, and we guide all of you students to do MTech and do research. So today we are going to discuss about this new branch which has been added. So guys, you know that conventionally there were different branches in which the GATE was conducted, like mechanical engineering, electrical, electronics. There were different branches. And this year there is a new paper that is coming, that is RA, Robotics and Automation. So why this paper is needed now? Okay, so guys, if you must have seen in recent last 8 to 10 years, there has been lot of buzz about AI. There has been lot of things which are going in the market, which are all related to AI and robotics and machine learning. Okay, so guys, robotics is nothing but it is where the human intervention would not be required, and machine would all be doing the work which are actually done by the humans. Okay, and this is what is AI also, artificial intelligence. So apart from artificial intelligence is the mind of a machine basically. But when the machine is going to do work, where are the hands, where are the legs, where is the body who are actually going to do the work? AI will tell you what to do, but AI cannot do the work on itself. AI need robots to do that work. Okay, so there was a lot of emphasis on developing the robots in the last 8 to 10 years. You might have seen that in every college, every project, something is related to robotics or AI or machine learning is being done. Okay, so guys, now there has been a demand for this field. There is a demand for the experts in this field, and GATE has realized this, that okay, this field is going to boom in the coming years. Okay, so in coming years you are going to see lot of in fact, Elon Musk has said by maybe another 40 to 50 years you would not see any human doing any work. Okay, and this is what is the reality where we are actually headed. Maybe probably in next 40 to 50 years, in our lifetime only, we will be able to see that. We will not be dead. Okay, our generation, next generation, no, they are not going to see. Even we are going to see it. Our next generation would be who would be actually utilizing it. Okay, so it is said that maybe in probably next 30-40 years you will see lot of humanoid robots or robots who are doing your work which you are doing. Okay, there has already been a lot of AI and robotics that has come into the life, even on if you might have seen, now there are AI content creators also. So you will not even know that whether it is Vinod Datusliya standing over here or it is the AI version of Vinod sir standing over here. That is what is already into the system now. Okay, on Instagram you might have seen that there are a lot of reels which have been created by AI, which not a physical or not a human has created. So that change has already come. So now guys, let's discuss about this change, and since the GATE has realized, so now we are going to walk you all to through this subject, where we are going to discuss what is robotics and automation and how is this topic going to cover, or what are the different things which are going to be asked in this paper. So guys, to give you a brief background why everyone is talking about robotics, that I have already told you, because robotics is the future. Everything is going to be done by robotics. As you might have seen nowadays, the human population is decreasing in a lot of countries. That is the one also region where we require robots to do our work. Okay, so we have discussed about the why what is the need of the robotics. Now let's discuss about what are the opportunities that we have. So guys, let's say 10-year back, when everybody was talking about AI ML, okay, you have seen that in today's world there is lot of things which are going through AI. So the demand of people who are actually experts, data analytics, you might have seen that in last 10 years data analytics has boomed like anything. Okay, the same way robotics is going to boom in coming future. In India it is in very nascent stage, and probably in the world also it is in very nascent stage. After 10, 20, 30 years you will see that everything is robotics, everything. Okay, so in that case what are the opportunities that you have? So guys, those of you who are going to appear for this paper, those of you who want this domain as your career, you are going to see that in this domain there are going to be very high salary packages, because lot of companies are going to recruit people who can actually manage those robots. So recently you might have seen that there are a lot of drones being used in different battles. Okay, do you know who are flying these drones? So drone pilots. Okay, there has been a huge surge in the demand of the pilots who actually can fly drones. Okay, so in the same way, the robotics engineer, those who are going to control the robots or those who are going to design the robots, they would be in huge demand in the coming time. So you will be having lot of very high salaries. Those who are experts on this, you will get very high salaries. You will be having what we say AI automation boom that is going to come up. That is the future actually. In next 20 to 30 years you are going to see this field coming up, and there are going to be a lot of opportunities in the in our country, in the other countries also. So that is why you have lot of opportunities in the future, and that is the reason why this branch becomes very lucrative in the current scenario. Okay, so those of you who are thinking of appearing for this paper, guys, it is a very good opportunity. Those of you who have exposure in the branches like mechanical and electrical. So robotics is mostly mechanical and electrical. Okay, so those two branches, guys, you can appear for this paper and you have an edge, because there are going to be so if we talk about what is the GATE syllabus of robotics and automation. So guys, GATE syllabus I have highlighted over here. So there will be general aptitude, that is 15 marks, that is common to everyone. So the same 15 marks are going to remain same. Then we are going to have second section, which is common section to all the people, those who are appearing, and the common section would consist of 60 marks. So guys, in this 60 marks you are going to see that there are going to be topics which are related to robotics. Okay, so the common basic engineering fundamentals like engineering mathematics will be there, control systems, signals and systems, electrical, electronics, sensor, instrumentation, programming, data structure, engineering mechanics. So these are the topics which are going to be asked. Again, if you go to core robotics, again robotics and kinematics, robotics control, embedded system, industrial automation, artificial intelligence, machine learning, computer vision, robotics applications. These are going to be the topics. So you see that most of the topics, if you see, there are few topics which are common in mechanical, there are few topics which are there in electronics, there are few topics which are there in computer science, there are few topics which are in electronics. So everywhere all these topics are going to be there, in which 60 marks. This covers the major portion of the branch, that is 60 marks. So guys, that is what is the main region. Okay, and then next would be an optional stream which you can choose from, which 25 marks questions will be asked. One is the mechanical engineering, other is the electrical. So in mechanical there are 7-8 subjects which are there, in electrical 6-7 subjects are there. So from those topics the question would be asked in the GATE. So this is how the complete structure of the RA paper would actually look like, and the people, those who have good knowledge of the electrical systems, or those mechanical engineers who have good knowledge of the electrical system, they have very good chance of appearing or getting good marks. And also the electrical engineering students, you might be having some exposure to basic physics and mechanical engineering. So guys, you also have very good scope. Okay, so these two branches, you have an edge over the other students, and you can appear for these papers. Okay, I'm sure a lot of you might be having interest in appearing for this subject. Okay, so what will be you learning over here? So guys, again, robotics and automation is nothing but it is how you control a robot. Okay, so to control that robot, you should be knowing certain fundamental thing. One is the programming language. So one language you would be understanding or you would be learning in this subject. Then you have AI, robotics design and automation. Those are inherent part of the subject. So after appearing for this paper, guys, you would be taken into the IITs and NITs. Lot of IITs, I am going to show you the list of the IITs which are going to offer this course, MTech in this course. Okay, so over there you would be learning about these topics, where in the next 2 years you will be studying these topics in extensive manner, and then you are going to learn these topics. So if we talk about which are the IITs which are going to so I'll come to this slide probably later on. Which are the IITs which are going to offer this course? So guys, if we talk about the top IITs, IIT Delhi, MTech in robotics, IIT Madras, MTech in robotics. So these courses are already actually going on. Okay, IIT Hyderabad, IISc Bangalore, it is already a very good course. The package over here are good. IIT Guwahati, Kanpur, Roorkee, Jodhpur. These are the IITs which are going to offer the courses in the robotics. And again, there are a lot of NITs also which are going to offer through this branch. Okay, so guys, you have a very good scope over here. Okay, so this is what is one robot that you actually looks like. Robot does not have to be a humanoid robot. So guys, there is a distinction. So robots can be like humanoid robots, which are the human robots, or there could be normal robots which are the machines basically. Okay, so you might have seen that on nowadays we have there is a mop robot which is there, which can mop the houses. Okay, which can clean the house and which can mop the house automatically. So these are the types of robot that we actually see. So now let's see what are the different career opportunities that you can have through this robotics and automation branch. So guys, you can become robotics engineer, AI engineer, automation engineer. Again, automation is not only related to the robotics. Automation is how can you automate the thing so that it can run on its own. So you might have seen the cars nowadays, self-driving cars are there. That is a part of automation. So guys, that also you are going to study in this course, how to design those cars, how to write their code so that these cars run on their own. Okay, so that is what you are going to learn over here. Embedded system engineers, then you are going to have drone engineers, control system engineers, computer vision, autonomous vehicle engineers, drones. These are basically the drones, rockets, or the vehicles which all run on automatically like the cars. So these are some of the opportunities. And guys, this list is extensive. It is not only limited to this. Once you learn automation, probably the automobile companies which use lot of automation. So if you see Mahindra and Mahindra, if you see Maruti, if you see Honda, they use extensive robotics. Okay, there the laborers are doing only 20 to 30% of the job. 70% of the job or 80% of the job in a assembly line is actually done by a robot. Okay, robots are nothing but these are the machines which will automatically weld it, machines which automatically paint it, machines which will automatically fabricate. You give the or input is already there. You provide the raw material and they will manufacture everything. That is what is the robots. So it is also there. So now let me give you some of the data for the placements of the colleges which are already offering the course. And if I show you some of the data which have been taken out using RTI. So guys, if you see IISc Bangalore, on an average package, that you get is around 20 lakhs, 21 lakhs. That is the average package. 29 lakhs is the highest package and lowest was 13 lakh. Okay? But on an average, a robotics engineer from IISc Bangalore in 2023-24 course, he got this. And number of students which are placed is 16. Guys, this is a huge package. On an average, a mechanical engineering student or an aerospace engineering student in IISc gets a package of around 12 to 15 lakhs. This is what is the average. So guys, if you are getting 21, that is what much higher as compared to the normal somebody who's going only for the mechanical. This is what is the beauty of this branch. Again, if we go to IIT Guwahati, there are two courses and the average salary is 14 lakhs. IIT Jodhpur also, it has got some students placed. Maximum was 16, minimum was 7.5, average was around 2 lakhs. 10 lakhs. Okay? So guys, this scope is coming up now. It is not that you will be in the nascent stage, you will be in the beginning of it. And guys, those who enter the field in beginning, they are the one who will be sitting on the top when this branch matures. So guys, you have got lot of scope over here. Those of you who are thinking of becoming good robotics engineer, probably guys, you can think of this branch. If we talk about which are the top recruiters, so again, I don't have to name you the recruiters. Mostly the recruiting agencies would be the one who are there in the automobile industry. Okay? So Siemens, ABB, Tata Technologies, DRDO, ISRO, Bosch, Robot Dynamics, NVIDIA is basically the chip designing companies. They also chips are also actually designed, manufactured by robots. There is no human intervention in the chip manufacturing. Chip designing is done by the computer science and electronics engineer, but chip manufacturing is mostly done by robots. Okay? So these are some of the top recruiters. What is the best path? How can you achieve your goal? So what you have to do is, guys, you have to study your subjects. So mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, guys, you have to study your topics. Apart from that, you have to study the subjects which are related to this branch. Okay? You have to appear, you have to prepare for the gate, you have to join any of the IITs or NITs, and then you have to study over there. And the most important part would be to building a project and writing a research paper. Guys, that is what I always say in the when in all the sessions, that when you are going for MTech, always try to write some papers, because that is what is going to give you value. Okay, so once you have studied the subject, once you have got the knowledge, then you can apply for the core robotics companies, and probably that is what you will do. Okay, so again, if we talk about some of the projects which are going in India, which are related to robotics or the automation, and there are going to be a lot of people who are going to be recruited over here. There are already people who has been recruited, but there are some of the projects which are very high in demand. Chandrayaan and Gaganyaan mission which is going on, defense modernization projects. So there are a lot of drones which are coming up. So that is what I have put over here, Atmanirbhar Bharat. Okay? So in the space sector, in the agriculture sector, in the infrastructure sector, everywhere India is going to boom, and these people are going to be required. Okay, so you see, we have seen that artificial rain was being carried out. So in the similar line, in the foreign countries, there are a lot of agricultural process which are actually done by machines. Okay? Human intervention is very low, where you use drones to spray the pesticides, where you use automatic machines to harvest your crops. That is what is going to come in India also. ठीक है, we already have harvesters which are being used, but those are being used with manual intervention. In probably in next 20-30 years, when the land size would actually become larger, when the lot of people who would not do the agriculture at that time, the people, those who are engaged in agriculture, they will take land from 10, 15, 20 people, and then they will cultivate it on their own, so using the machines. So that is what is going to be the future, guys, that we are going to see. Again, this is some data which I have put to give you an idea of how is the industry growing. So if you see the total industry of robotics market, that has been steeply growing with a 45-degree curve. That means it is going to go exponential. Probably it will go like this and then it will boom up. Okay, so in the next last 8 to 10 years, the trajectory has been like this, and in future it is going to be like this only. Okay, so guys, I hope you must have got some idea about what the branch is and what is going to be the scope in the future. So guys, if you have interest in robotics, you can appear for this paper. Okay, you can apply for this paper, you can study the subjects which are related to this, and since this is the first time this paper has been introduced, you have an edge also, because now very few people will be appearing for this paper this year. So if you are good at mechanical, if you are good at electrical systems, if you are good in controls and automation, then guys, you can surely take this paper and you can join the branch. Okay, so that's all what I have in the today's session. In case you have got any doubt, guys, you can join the Telegram channels for all the streams of GATE Wallah, and all the faculties would try to help you all. So there is a question which is asked, sir, I am a third year mechanical engineering student, I want to become an automation engineer. What skill should I learn semester wise to become industry ready for graduation? So you are already there in the third year, so now you do not have much of the time. So I would suggest that you start preparing for GATE, because now when you are going to go for skills, you are going to use, or you are going to waste time in learning the skills. I would recommend that you learn at least a language. Okay, so coding language, you can start with C++ or you can go for Python. Okay, that would be helpful. And again, afterwards, when you have appeared for GATE, when you have secured good rank, after that you can go for the skills. Okay, chalo. So that's all what we have for today. Thank you so much. See you in next video.